No edit, no intro, no music, no nothing. Let's get straight to this video, man. We gotta talk about that Sonic Forces on Switch. Now, hold up. It came out last night. Nintendo everything. You know, they posted a full interview with some of the developers of Sonic Forces, and they was talking about how Sonic Forces will be running at 720p 30 frames per second on the Switch. So, okay, but if you read on further, if you are a reader, listen, if you read on past that, then you'll be hearing that they're talking about how they had this much time to work with the Switch version. They didn't really know much about the Switch version. So they had to do what they can in this amount of time just to get the Switch version out with the other consoles. And, you know, they had to really clean it up for the Switch version. They were working on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions, and the Switch version just was like that version that just came. They always wanted to put the game on the Switch. They said they always wanted to put the game on the Switch, but they didn't know much about the Switch at the time, and they had so much time frame and all this stuff that they had to just put out what they can do in that time frame. Now hold on. Let me go ahead and just go into what I have to say about this whole thing, man. So to be honest with you guys, it sounds like, and again, because I read the article, I didn't assume that the Switch isn't powerful like everybody else is saying it. It sounds like that the game is being kind of rushed out on Switch, and understandably why. It's not just like a straight up port and stuff like that, because you can't just port the Hedgehog engine onto the Switch just like that. First glance, Hedgehog engine works with the Switch. The first one, anyway, mind you. But this is Hedgehog Engine 2, which haven't even been developed for the Switch yet. Who haven't started developing for the Switch yet. And what they're saying is, hey, look, man, we've been working on the PlayStation 4 version, the Xbox One versions first, and it's been more. They had more development time. The Switch is just now getting on development time, and we're just trying to finish up, polish whatever we can up for the Switch version. It sounds like, understandably so, that I thought that Sega had the web kit before anybody else. It sounds like not Sonic Mania, but Sonic Forces, man, is being rushed out on Switch. And they even go on to explain that the demos that they had up for the game, those last minute demos, they already had PlayStation 4, Xbox One demos already developed up when when Sony and Microsoft was just getting when Sony and Microsoft was in development for so while. Sonic Forces on the Switch was just getting one stage up. That's how far along PlayStation 4 and Xbox Ones was all around. No, it was just now getting one stage up on the Switch. That was a demo for them. Whatever other demo that they had on the Switch, it was just, made from chicken scratch. They just had to throw it together, man. They didn't have much time to present it. All they want to know that people want to see the Switch version and say, we got to clean up a demo, do something for a demo for a Switch version, and played it. And people were like, oh, 30 frames per second on the Switch because this and that Switch is weak. But again, according to Sega, they're saying to themselves that, hey, look, man, we're basically rushing this game out on Switch. We didn't have much time to work with it. We didn't have this much time like we did with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So the fact that we got so much done in this time frame with the Switch is a godsend. And I appreciate this level of work that this is what they are doing, because it sounds like that Sega just, we already made the promise that it's coming to Switch. We got to make it now, and we can't go back on that promise. I feel like if I was Sega, I would have a day one patch ready for this game that will boost the performance up, because we're understanding that you don't have this, you didn't have that much time. I understand you don't have that much time. How many people will hear that you had didn't have much time playing with the Switch? Again, like I said, you had to port the engine over and port the game over itself. These games have only been available for like the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Just understand that they've been in development much longer than the Switch. The Switch version just came out, nowhere. It's kind of the same feat with it's kind of the same thing with 2K and Doom and all them other third parties because it's just an out of nowhere job. You feel me? And it hurts to say this, man, but Sega, you should have delayed the game on Switch. Just to make sure that you have everything across the board working the way you want to work. Because if you actually think about it, the Hedgehog 2 engine is just an upscale Hedgehog 1 engine, and Switch can run this. Don't worry about that. The Switch can run this engine, and I think with more timing, more work, I think they would have got it to where they really wanted it. It could have been still 720p. We'll still have 60 frames per second, or it could have been at 900p and it'll be at 60 frames per second. Because Sonic Forces is not going to be that big of a game. According to another interview that they read, it says it's going to be like the length of Colors and Generations, was like 4 hours, 4 hours a game versus other games that take like about 40 to 50 campaign for the main campaign and all that stuff, man. So if you actually look at Sonic Forces, should not be that demanding of a game on Switch. It's not even that big of a game on Switch. So with that being said, man, I think the Switch version, it's gonna be okay because they did say they are working to clean it up real good for the Switch. They're right now working on cleaning it up. They said frame rate and stuff, we're not going to work on it much further. We're just going to work on just cleaning it up. Making sure that it looks presentable, works almost as good, if not better than the other consoles. And I appreciate this. Even though just the fact that you didn't have this much time. I don't know when did Sega get the develop kits. It sounded like they got the develop kits, later than I thought everybody got the develop kits like in October, and versus on Sega, I'm not thinking that everybody got the develop kits this year basically for the Switch. But if it's really that time constraint, I think Sega should just at least consider this, delay the game on Switch. But that's also another video why they didn't delay it for another day, and I don't want to ruin the moment. Just be glad that it's coming to Switch. Sega always have these time frames. They don't want to get the game done, and let's be honest, it does mess them up in time. So anywho, with this video going too long, let me hop back with you in the comment section below. God bless.